Good morning. My appeal to the Prime Minister of this country, this great country of India. Mr. Prime Minister, I think I have made quite a few appeals to you, but I am going to do it till you are going to change your ways. In the last few weeks, I think it's from May 2nd, today is May 16th, I think I stand corrected, that your Home Minister is not to be seen anywhere. None of your cabinet ministers are even responding or coming in public. And you yourself, you're saying that you are in a meeting, this meeting, that meeting, but we don't see you on the big screen, that is on the TV. All these TV media people who were supporting you, who were your chelas, who were all the while supporting all the wrong that you were doing. I don't know with what face they support you. Either they don't have a conscience or they don't have any empathy towards the people who are suffering. And your spokespersons are the only people who are coming on the media and talking all kinds of lies just to support you and to hide your mistakes. Mr. Prime Minister, the country is economically burning too. The COVID is on one side harassing the people, attacking the poor innocent people. There are a lot of innocent victims in this COVID deaths. I am not supporting those people who went into these big crowds, especially the political crowds and the Kumbh Mela and the Shivratri here conducted by this man called Jaggi Vasudev. These were grave mistakes conducted by people who talk about discipline. You people first don't have discipline, and how do you expect discipline to be there from these citizens? You broke the whole chain of controlling because the COVID was at its peak, but it's just that you were blind towards it. That's what my tabel says. Okay, Mr. Prime Minister, on one side, your administration has to look into the COVID deaths, COVID situation where you have to look after the oxygen supplies, the medical supplies, the vaccination for people who want those vaccinations, and etc. etc. But there is one side called the economic side of the country. The economy is in doldrums. Kindly ask your finance minister and her deputy to travel the entire states, because none of us can come to Delhi. You travel the states because you have private jets, and in your private jets you could do all the traveling for the election propaganda and political meetings. Now your finance ministers, the two of them, the deputy and the finance minister, has to go meet each and every chamber people, industrialists, not just big corporates alone. There are small traders, lots of people, even farmers, all need to talk to you all. We need help. None of the banks are processing any loans, but here you all are talking that we are giving Mudra loans. Mudra loans are being given only to BJP party's recommendations or members. The general public, not many are getting, very few are getting, and you all are ripping them off with the interest and with some insurance and blah 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 blah, and finally the borrower is harassed by these Mudra loans. So these Mudra loans are again another big gimmick of yours, okay? And none of us get any loans. I personally, I've tried, I don't get. Either they say it's my age, or they say you have this, you got this NPA, you got that NPA, or your CIBIL rating is bad and this and that. So what happens to the CIBIL ratings of Mr. Adani and Mr. Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani? Are they not defaulters? Have they not defaulted any bank? So, where are all these bank officials? What are they telling them? They are running to give them loans, but here we genuinely, maybe we would have had some bad time because of the slump in the market, many of the people would not have paid, not intentionally, but because of the market situation or market trend. But you are not wanting to support the common man, but you are ready to give loans for all the big corporate defaulters. Adani was a defaulter first. He had declared himself an insolvent. How come he is getting loans? And you are going and recommending loans for him and these coal fields for him through the SBI in Australia when you went there. Will you come for me? Will you come and accompany me to any of the banks and say, oh, here is a lady entrepreneur. Take my track record and I'll prove that I have never cheated any bank. It's only the banks have cheated me. Where do we go tell our problems? When the banks cheat us, where do we go? These courts are the most, I'm sorry I have to say, they are the most lousiest places where we can seek justice. Justice is only for those people who pay money and all big corporate crooks, not for us. We cannot go grease any judge's hand, nor can we meet them, nor do I want to. Even if I'm given an opportunity to meet them to Greece, no, I will not go. I am not part of that lot of corporates who wants to grease these judicial officers. Any of the judges who are watching what I'm talking, please call me. I don't want any favors from you. I only want you all to change your ways. Don't be blind. Don't say that you all are not corrupt. There is corruption in the judiciary, which many of your judges itself, once they, become, when they retire, they write books and then they give lectures saying that there is corruption in the judiciary. When they are sitting in the seat of power, they don't have the guts or the heart to change that system. Mr. Prime Minister, you are also part of that lousy, corrupt system. Don't say you don't know that there is no corruption. There is corruption even in your government. Many of your party members are corrupt. They are corrupt. They are like crocodiles. Please, Mr. Prime Minister, set your big ego aside and come to realities. Either you rule properly for the next 3 years or resign right away. India is not going to come to an end. There will be some better administrator to come or somebody worse than you. But at least let there be a change. Because you don't seem to be listening to anybody. Your cabinet members don't have the guts to talk up to you or access to talk to you. You give me an opportunity and 10 minutes is enough for me. 10 minutes. I'll tell you where all it's going wrong. With evidence. I just don't talk for the sake of talking. Either we change this complete system, corrupt system, or the country will go to dogs. The country is already on fire with the COVID, and the country is already on fire with the economic downfall. The economy is in a big mess. Please, if it goes beyond a point, none of us can do anything. Your own party member, Dr. Swami, is telling so much about your mismanagement, but you're so thick-skinned. How can you be so thick-skinned? And you say you're coming from a poor family or a chaiwala's son? No, your behavior doesn't look like that. Either you're suffering with some problems, some psychological problems that you're not seeing through what you're doing. Please, Mr. Prime Minister, I'll stop calling you Bade Bhai because if my brother did this, I would have shaken him up. As a citizen of this country and you as being the Prime Minister of this country, I'm appealing to you, Mr. Prime Minister. The COVID, the health condition is in a big mess. The economy is in a bigger mess. If even the people dying of COVID is not going to be so bad, but the after effects of this COVID and the economy is going to kill so many more people. I can see that there is a catastrophe in this country, economic catastrophe. On one side is the COVID and one side is the economy. Please, it's high time you let all your ego aside and start listening to some members of the opposition if they are talking sense. Don't think because they are opposition that you should not listen to them. I'm not saying everybody is good, but when there are some good people who got some sense of the economy. Your own Dr. Swami is telling so much to you, but you don't want to listen to him itself. So where are you going to listen to the opposition people? Mr. Prime Minister, open up your eyes. Don't be sleeping or that in your yoga thing, close your eyes. No, open up. It's high time you opened up and started working and set the economy on the right track. This finance minister of yours is a total failure and she's a bad omen to the country. I'm openly saying, my God asked me to tell you this. They will say in Tamil, that if some people, they put their legs into their house, in somebody's house, they bring bad luck. Like that, these two are a bad omen to the country. Please, I don't care what you all think about me, but for me, my country is more important and my people. I'm appealing to you with all humbleness that please change your attitude. The country is on fire, as I said the first day. You're going to add more fire to by your attitude. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Swatantra Party and Geeta TV.